So here we have the Nissan X-Trail N-Tech X-Tronic on a 65 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So the tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can do that off of the key. Just give the button a push and that will open up, as you can see. As we approach the boot area, you'll notice we have reversing sensors. This car's also got parking camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. At the moment, the two rear seats are folded down, so this is the full boot space as a 5-seater vehicle. Let me show what it's like with the two rear ones folded up. So there you go, with the two rear ones folded up, this is the amount of boot space you have as a 7-seater. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. At the bottom in the middle, you can see the total miles for this car are 14,957. You can change information displayed above that using a button on the left-hand side of the steering wheel for various different menus, including the one that we started on, which was the digital readout for the speedometer. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using a moment ago are on the left-hand side here, along with the stereo controls. And on the right-hand side, we've got cruise control with speed limiter, and the ability to answer and end phone calls at the bottom just there. That, of course, can only be done once you pair your phone, which is done by pressing this button, that one, and then following the instructions on screen from there. When it comes to music in this car, we have FM, AM and DAB digital radio. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. We've got the CD player at the top of the unit just there. We also have auxiliary and USB inputs, and once you paired up your phone, you'll be able to stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. This car's got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing how that works on our website and on our Facebook page, which are both well worth checking out if you have the time. And this car's got a 360 parking camera, which I mentioned when we were at the rear of the car. So you can see there the right-hand image is a reversing camera image. The left-hand one is the bird's eye view image of the car, exactly where it's parked as we speak. Goes a couple of stages beyond that as well. If you press the camera button just here, you get a front-facing camera and the bird's eye view, or a front-facing camera and the front passenger side wheel camera. So with all of those, it does make it incredibly easy to park. Under that, we then have dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the temperature on the left and right-hand sides of the car, fan speed up and down from here. You can determine where within the car you'd like the air to be distributed. Once you're happy with all of those settings, that button turns the air conditioning on, and it's on when that light shows. So off and back on again. You can hit auto if you wish to. What that will do is maintain these temperatures by taking control of the fan speed itself. You can override that whenever you wish to, and you'll see auto has now turned off. Under that section, we have a 12-volt charging socket underneath this cap here. Then we have the USB and auxiliary inputs, and an electronic handbrake. Then finally, the fully automatic gearbox. The last thing I wanted to talk about in this car is the panoramic glass sunroof. So there's a button just up here. If we give that a push, you'll see the sunblind will open all the way to the back of the rear seats. So it lets in a huge amount of light, but the front section will also slide open, giving us a proper sunroof as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.